Exciting times. The CycleLab Mountain Bike School Series is upon us once again.
Fantastic, Sven. I must say, going into the series after COVID and after the challenges that we faced, school sports that opened up again, fantastic to have a series, at least for the kids to participate.
For those that have never participated, what can they expect?
Well, first of all, being a school kid and taking part in sports, cycling now being an official school sport, those kids can really anticipate to enter into a race, being part of your school as a school team, and then just enjoying the whole team effort that's going into a day that we want to participate in cycling.
And tell me a little bit more about the format.
Yeah, the XCO format is basically a cross-country Olympic format. It's a track that's laid out onto a certain course on a certain distance, and allows from the younger riders until the grade 12s to participate in a certain set of amount of laps. So you'd have the younger riders participate in 3 to 4 laps, going right up to 5 to 6 laps for the seniors.
And generally speaking, a lap is how many kilometers would you say?
A lap would vary between 4.5 to about 6 kilometers.
I think that's quite important to note at this point, is this series is kind of open to everybody. You don't have to be an experienced mountain biker to participate. If this is your first series, you're more than welcome, and we get a lot of newbies that join every single year. Is that not true?
Exactly, Sven. That's what school cycling is all about, is to allow school kids from all age categories, from all levels of skill, to come and participate in a school event. That's what school cycling is about.
And we are always cognizant of making it as safe and as fun for the kids as possible. Am I right?
Exactly, Sven. We would like to see that kids can walk away after the day of racing and having fun with their teammates, with their schoolmates, coming back for the next event. We would like to see them go back and improve. That's what it's about.
But I think it's also important to state that it is a school series. It's not an individual series. And with that comes, you can win points for your school and you can win trophies for your school. So why don't you explain to everybody how that all works?
Allows the school kids to participate in a series of events, be it 4, 5, 6 events, to enter into the event, and then the kids can then earn points. Every rider, every single rider, from your novice rider to your podium finisher, will earn points, and that points gets totaled up, and then the school is then placed on a certain points ladder, and that school can then compete for top honors, first place, second place, third place, and then obviously it creates some competition amongst the schools to go and participate at a certain school event. Obviously, we would like to reward the strong riders, the riders that put in the effort, and the riders who goes out on the tracks and have their accolades. I mean, it's important for us to see those riders also develop, from coming through the ranks, participating in school cycling events, and finishing in the top, and maybe ending up at a World Series or at a World Champs.
Can you give us a little bit more insight in terms of the structures that you provide, the commissars and so on?
Thankfully, through a national structure, to develop the provincial structures where schools can register and affiliate to a province, and then those riders also register with the schools, and then it allows school cycling to be involved, to be the authority on school cycling, because we work closely hand in hand with CSA, Cycling SA, to have our events formally sanctioned, so that we can present a properly sanctioned event.
Don't you want to go through the age groups just for us very quickly, so that people can get an idea of where their kid would fit in?
Yes, I would, from the high school series point of view, we have age categories, boys and girls, and then we've got categories for sub-juniors, which is the age group 13 and 14 years old, U15, which is the grades 9s, 15 years old, and then U16, which is the grade 10s, 16 years old, and then we have junior men, junior women, age category 17, and then the final age category is 18 and 19s.
On Friday, there's also the track is built at one of the 5 venues that have hosted and have come on as hosts for the series. But the kids are also allowed to test the track from 2 o'clock onwards.
Yes, it's important for us to allow the kids the opportunity to come and ride the track so that they can get a feel of the track, see what the track involves, get the parents out, check out the track. Sometimes there might be an A line, a B line, and also to familiarize themselves with what lays ahead on race day.
I want to touch on team managers, right? Because it forms part of the same conversation that we have, and this is a schools event, not an individual event. So if your kid is going to enter, your kid needs to enter through a school, but the team managers play a vital role in organizing, controlling all of this. Why don't you just share some light on how that works?
Our vision with school cycling is to have team managers take control of the team. A team manager does not have to be a teacher that is employed by the school. A team manager can also be a parent. So a team manager plays a vital role, as you said, Sven, helping us, the race organizers, the provincial structures and the schools, to be involved in the runnings of the day, making sure that the riders are entered, firstly, making sure that they are issued with a number board, making sure that they comply with the rules and regulations, have a water bottle, helmet, the correct kit, the correct dress code is very important. We would like to encourage schools to have their school kit available so that we can identify the school kids wearing their school kit on race day. So team manager plays a huge role in assisting us with the runnings of the day, following the start times, making sure that complaints, even if there's complaints, are lodged within a set boundaries time, and also giving us the feedback on what went wrong and so on, so that we can know what to take back.
How would one enter into the series?
Yeah, it's very simple. Once a school is registered on the portal, there's an entry portal. The school is registered and affiliated to the province. The rider also needs to register. That portal then allows the race organizer to set up the event. The event is then loaded, and once the event goes live, those entries may be done directly from the portal. So that portal is available from School Cycling's website or on www.mysportevents.co.za.
It's also going to be available on the new website that has been built for CycleLab Mountain Bike School Series.
Yes.
And sorry, I'm helping you answer this question, but I think we both have avenues, I guess, to get the entry portal out there, and it's also on social media, obviously.
A team manager may enter a specific rider, or he may enter a group of riders, because some schools may have 40 to 50 riders. Then we would certainly see the team manager take on the role, making sure that group of riders are entered correctly for the event.
How much does it cost a kid to enter?
The entry fees for 2023 is set at 200 Rand per event. That covers your race day entry fee. And
I'm pleased to say that CycleLab actually gives that back to the children in CycleLab vouchers. So effectively, your entry is free.
Your entry is free. Well, what we've seen last year with the CycleLab that came on board as a race sponsor and the race organizer, they physically actually gave each kid that entered into the event a voucher, and that voucher code was very well received because you could actually go to a CycleLab shop and you could have bought something there and exchange your voucher code. You are more than welcome to come and set up on a Friday afternoon. I'm sure the schools that we've approached to play host for the venues will allow us to set up on a Friday afternoon. You typically come in, you set up your school gazebo, making sure that your school is enough space for your parents and your riders, and then obviously create a type of race village vibe where schools can set up next to one another.
With cowbells and
yes,
cheering and
and some tables.
make as much noise as possible. We like the noise.
Yeah, banners and teardrops,
Sure.
and they maybe have a table with some food and drink, just to create like a picnic vibe. Some might call it, or a home for that specific day. Yeah.
So I want to touch on something that is very exciting. Very exciting, and you know where I'm going to go with this. The CycleLab Mountain Bike School Series National Finals.
Sven,
So can you please, because not only are you competing for honours in your provincial series, but you're also competing for
national colours. So I'm very excited, Sven. I mean, we had a final at Wagpos in 2019, and with COVID and the school sport that was suspended, we had no final series for the last 2 years. So I'm very excited to hear, and I'm very excited to be involved with CycleLab's Mountain Bike High School Series, that they are presenting a final in 2023, where schools that qualify firstly throughout all the provinces may then go to the final to compete for top honours on a national basis. They can earn provincial school mountain bike colours.
That's terribly exciting, isn't it?
It's fantastic, because then provinces can go to the final.
And an added incentive for the kids when they line up there. They're thinking it's not just a series for my province.
It's the best.
I could be.
It's the
I
best
could
against
get
the best.
my provincial color. That's right.
Yes, it's the best against the best. So we would like to. It's basically the cherry on the top. The whole season, starting from race number 1 in May, and then going through all the events, and then culminating into a national final.
Listen, just to wrap up, can you please explain to us what the qualifying criteria would be? Because it's actually a 2-day event. The CycleLab Mountain Bike School Series National Finals is a 2-day event. So firstly, we're looking at crowning the top school in the country, and then we're also crowning the national champion per age group, per gender. Is that correct in saying?
That's correct.
So how do you qualify? What is the qualifying criteria?
The qualifying criteria for a national final in each province should typically be the top 5 or 6 schools that finish in their respective province, competing on the first day of the national final, a school's national final. So you basically have your top schools in each province participating against one another in a school's national final. And then
so you could have your top riders could be from different age groups.
Yes.
Competing for your school.
Yes.
And would they line up at the same time?
The same time. So
they line up at the same time.
The same as you do at a normal bike day. You'd have the sub-juniors starting and then finishing off with the juniors, and you'd have a boys category and the girls category.
Okay.
And then you would crown your national schools champion.
Based on the amount of accumulated points.
Points, yeah. On the day of on the first day of the final.
Perfect. And
then,
how many in a team?
A team consists of 5 riders plus 1. So you'd have 6 riders per team. But
what's the plus 1? Tell me a little bit more about that.
The plus 1 is basically what we call a lost Luiki. So that guy is still a qualified rider.
Yes.
But his points can slot into the points position when the number 4 or number 5 rider
has a bad day.
Yeah.
Because we know that happens in cycling. You can have a bad day on the bike.
On the second day, you'd have the provinces. Your top riders in each province would then qualify to represent the province. So your province would then as you do on the same on the first day, have a second day, your provinces will then compete against one another. So you typically have three riders per age category in each province competing against one another, and then you'd be crowned a national provincial winner. So like for instance, Western Cape can then call themselves, they are the national.
And this is not points. I mean, if you finish top, you finish top.
You finish top, yeah.
Okay.
You
I mean,
finish
that makes sense.
Yes.
Again, very exciting, and we're looking forward to it. Honor for us as well. Thank you for being here.
Thank
and
you,
thank you for
Sven.
talking to me.
Thank you, Sven.
And see you soon. Cheers.
Yes, thank you. Okay.